Good morning everyone, my name is Michelle. I hope you're doing well. Welcome to another video. It is Tuesday morning, the 2nd of January. So all the Christmas festivities and nonsense is over for another year, and yeah, it's all back to normal now. Anyway, we are continuing with the Savanah Soto and Matthew Guerra case today, and I'm going to directly follow on from the video that I made yesterday. What was that video, Michelle, I hear you say? Well, go and watch it. But just to give you a quick synopsis, we were talking about the Blink video, so the video surveillance in Savannah's neighbourhood and neighbours talking about what had gone down. And I'll back up a day further, 2 days ago, the video where I thought this dude could be Matthew, because it kind of looks a bit like him from the side on, and then people pointed out to me that no, it wasn't. And then someone called Judah came into my comments and said, Michelle, in the clip with the 3 homebodies outside the apartment door, one of them is not Matthew. One of them said, so y'all recognise me? And both of them said, no, dude. And then they were talking about Matthew and Savanah. They called Savanah a bitch and said she snitched. So these 3 guys here, one of them eating his breakfast, the other one a Matthew lookalike, but who's younger and smaller, are talking about what's gone down. Doesn't mean to say that they're involved, just that they know stuff because they're living in the neighbourhood. Listen, when there was a murder in this little sleepy village when I was a youngster, probably, I don't know, about their age maybe, and I knew stuff that hadn't come out in the papers, I knew stuff that had happened during the murders, and was I involved? No, of course not. It's cause, you know, little community, people know stuff. Well, these 3 guys may or may not have any involvement whatsoever. They may just be 3 homebodies who are chatting about stuff that they've heard. There's also a question as to whether they said she snitched, even. And this is Zav Girl's video from just a few hours ago. And she's tried to put subtitles on all of these Blink videos, who she says are from someone called Mona Harris. So it's Mona Harris's surveillance video. She's released it and then everybody has reposted it. Mona, if this is your footage, then full credit to you, whoever you are. All right, so Zav Girl's tried to put subtitles on, and she doesn't think they say snitched. I can't tell. Listen, I cannot tell. But let's have a listen here.
So watch his movements too. So that part right there.
Yeah, so, yeah, making a... So, effing Savanah bitch and N-word that. I thought that was where he said they're dead. Like, they're dead.
And now watch. Now his friend's going to start kind of like walking towards them.
Right, I'm blowing up right now over that shit. Like, I can hear that. They killed the same. So, instead of it being she snitched, it's they killed the same. And then they said they found the bodies.
Kind of like walking towards them.
I don't know. I honestly don't know. I mean, look, these 3 kids here, you know, they're just chatting. But there's also this, which I thought was really interesting. This is from the Facebook discussion group about Savanah and Matthew. Please, if you post this, please don't show my name. But I know what happened. I was one of Matthew's customers / friends. He got caught up by the police and he was in big trouble. They found all his drugs and guns and was going to go to jail for life. But they told him if he snitched on all his suppliers, he wasn't going to go to jail. He snitched on all of them, He didn't want to go to jail. He wanted to meet his baby boy. Somehow, one of his suppliers found out. Well, it wouldn't take much to find out that he snitched, would it? And that's why they got set up. Matthew was going to re-up the next day. Re-up. They acted like they didn't know he snitched. Go in the back seat of the car and they shot both of them. Even Savanah, because she knew too much. Poor baby Fabian, R.I.P. I could believe that. I could believe that. It's either a turf war or it's something that's affecting business big time. And that would be someone who snitches. Well, whichever it is, I think these guys are going to get caught soon. I think Big Smoke here is too obvious, is too noticeable. I think the cops will have informants who know exactly who this guy is. It's just about tying the pieces together, isn't it? And this driver here, no gloves. You know, it doesn't matter how much you wipe a surface down with a bit of a rag. The rag itself is going to have DNA on it. So you're transferring DNA from the rag, from your hands, onto the car. In rubbing it down with a rag that someone hands you, that someone has put their DNA on it, you've put your DNA on it, and you rub it on the car. I think these dudes are going to be doing time. The district attorney spoke out yesterday. Joe Gonzales is confident police will make an arrest soon, and I don't think the district attorney is going to come out in such a high-fueled public situation and say anything if he wasn't confident that the police knew exactly who'd done it. He knows what the police know. Let's just listen to a bit of this. This is from Ken's 5.
Everything possible to ensure that these individuals, when they're caught, and I'm confident that they will be caught and charged with capital murder, that we hold them accountable and that we do everything to bring justice to the memory of both Savanah Soto and Matthew Guerra.
You see, here's the thing. Here's the thing that these lowlifes did wrong. In my humble opinion, they took out Savanah and baby Fabian. If they'd have just taken out Matthew because he snitched, or for whatever reason, would it have made the news? No. Because it's just another drug dealer in some kind of petty gangster war, and no one would have cared. I'm not saying that the police wouldn't have, made arrests or anything like that, but the world wouldn't have known about it. There wouldn't be the outrage that there's been about a pregnant woman due to meet her baby tomorrow who is murdered in cold blood. Not only have they increased the public outrage from nothing, just another drug dealer in a gangster war, there's so many gangsters wouldn't go there with a pregnant woman. They won't touch kids, they won't touch extended family, they won't touch elderly members of a family. These guys have had absolutely no morals, and because of that, they are now looking at capital murder, a double homicide, or a triple homicide even. I don't know what the law's like in Texas. But these guys are going down. They're not going to see the outside ever again. They can go and play their little petty gangster wars inside while they're on death row. And I don't think the district attorney would come out and say that in such a high-profile case had he not known that the police know exactly who these guys are. And they'll have left the DNA all over the place, rubbing their DNA all over with a dirty rag. And, it takes one skin cell, one hair follicle, that's all. And they have DNA. And they'll have DNA. They've got DNA, come on. They know who these guys are. They're just, they're writing the probable cause affidavit as we speak. Maybe. I think we will see arrests, and I think we'll see arrests sooner rather than later. All right, guys, let me know what you think in the comments below, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye, folks.